Hey guys, Chef Sec here, and this is our Tesla Model 3. We named it Runt. And a while ago, we did a Tesla Model 3 test drive, which was we got to take a Tesla Model 3 overnight and have it for like a day and see how we like it. That's something that Tesla offers, and it's a great way for people to see what it's like living with a Tesla. And the one we used was a 2018, and as soon as we got our Tesla Model 3 in 2020, there were a lot of things that were different, and this got me thinking on how Teslas change over time. Now, if you look at the window sticker or the registration of a Tesla model of any Tesla, it would say the year, like 2019, 2020, 2015, 2014. But however, Tesla doesn't really do model years. Instead, they do small little imperfections over time. And when I say like changes, I mean like really small changes that if someone's going to be buying a Tesla, they won't really notice, except you're like someone that's really into Tesla. And the first couple days of actually owning this car, I noticed a lot of things different from the 2018 Model 3 to the 2020 Model 3. For example, the headliner is not Alcantara like the doors. It's actually this really normal, very off-white, beige, like grainy car headliner like in every other car that's ever made. As well as I noticed that the seat was a lot more comfortable before and had a lot more padding in it than the previous Model 3s when it didn't have a lot of padding when I sat. I also found out that the garage door opener wasn't included anymore on the Model 3s. You had to purchase it separately for $300, and I found this out by going to additional vehicle information, and it said that the garage door opener wasn't installed. I noticed a lot of these changes, and they were very small changes that no typical person would actually really notice if they haven't actually sat in a pre-production Model 3 compared to one that's already in production. And as well as the small changes, there was also a lot of medium-sized changes. Also, some point in time, they upgraded the computers behind the touchscreen, so it's actually a lot more usable and to respond to touch better, and it loads things a lot more quickly. They also added Tesla Theater and Arcade, so you can play theater and arcade games as well as watch Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube and Twitch. They also moved from a 2-camera setup to a 6-camera setup. All around the car now, you can actually see cameras that are placed in new places on a Tesla compared to the previous 2-camera setup that the previous Teslas had. Cameras now support the dash cam as well as navigating on autopilot, which older cars simply didn't have the compatibility to do. Then there are the features, the huge, big features that are worth like an entirely new model car to put those features in. For example, all performance Tesla model cars are now increased by 5% more power, which means that instead of producing 485 horsepower, they produce around 495, close to 500 horsepower. And as well as to note that Tesla's track mode got an update too. If you bought a performance car, you get track mode, which you can program the car to do different presets. For example, there's a race preset and a drift preset where the car goes from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive, and it makes it easier for you to do donuts in, or makes it easier to go around the track in. And this is a really good way of marketing Teslas in general, because since most of the Teslas are mainly all the same, there really isn't a lot to change on them except the battery pack. So you can get a 75 kilowatt hour battery pack and you can get ones that range from 250 miles of range to 322 miles of range. Customize Tesla, you only have the choice of Standard Plus, Long Range or Performance, the choice of 1 out of 5 color options. Then you can have the choice of 1 of 2 wheels, and then choice of 1 or 2 of interiors, and then autopilot. That's it. And the performance in the long range don't even have a lot that's really different. The only thing that's different is that's different between the long range and the performance is the motor and an inverter. That's it. And all Tesla Model 3s are shipping with basically the exact same battery pack, which for a premium luxury small sedan, that's a very small number of options, but it does quite make sense after you think about it. And when you're buying that kind of car, you're not too sure if the car is actually going to be ever outdated, and that's why Teslas get software updates. And what's really funny is the car, since we bought the car in November, it's actually gotten more software updates than my iPhone got, which is really crazy. And since we bought the car in November, our car has gotten smarter. So it can see cones, it can see stop signs, it can see trash cans, it can see other cars. The autopilot got even better. There's new launch control, there's new track mode, a bunch of different things. The range got longer, more power added to the motors, the UI is better, so many more things added onto the car than when we previously got it in November. And because of these software updates, it's really rare for a car to improve over time. And I know a lot of people that like cars try to find really old cars like Aston Martins or Ferraris or ancient Lamborghinis that go with value over time. And with a normal car, you bought it, you drive it off the lot, and saying you drive it off the lot, it depreciates in value. You drive it off the lot, and you drive it so much that after a while, it gets too broken, and it's time to replace it. With the Tesla, how they want you to think about it is you drive the car off the lot, it depreciates a little bit, but hey, new software update comes. Then the car isn't just increased in value, and then it depreciates even more, and then hey, more power got into the engine, or the motor, so then it just increased again. Then you depreciates again, and then you come back up here, and then hey, now the car is longer range. And the point of this is so each time you get a software update, it feels like that you got a brand new car. Basically every single time there's a new update out. And no wonder why Elon Musk keeps tweeting about self-driving increasing up to $8,000 now. It's because that according to him and everybody else at Tesla, Tesla wants you to get self-driving. Tesla wants you to purchase an $8,000 option on the car or a $5,000 option on the car and test it out so they can improve on their software. That's why they keep tweeting about self-driving going up and up, because it's telling you that, hey, buy self-driving. And starting actually in 2021, Tesla self-driving is actually going to be on all cars. The software on the Tesla, on every single Tesla is there. If you don't get summon, or if you don't get auto lane change, if you don't get full self-driving, the software is there on the car. It's just not installed. So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that cars should change over time and be like pieces of tech. It's not such a bad thing, actually. Peace. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win.